Hello, you divine infinite human beings. You're all that is, ever has been, and ever shall be. Your divine infinite love, your divine infinite truth, your divine infinite source. And I'm bringing you a very important message from the new earth, the fifth dimension. And I'm still a little unstable here, but I've lived on the 5D earth before. And I think it was in preparation for this time period. Peter and I, my twin soul and I, and find my footing here on the new earth. Get my little $500 car out of the picture. There's not a lot of spirit wind today, so I can finally talk here, which is great because I want to give you a very important message for 2022. And I am sending out a newsletter too. So please, infinitehuman.com is my website. If you prescribe, I give you free newsletters and everything. My job is here, as many of you feel called, to help give birth to this new infinite 5D earth. So 222, 222, which equates 6, which means, on one hand, it means Christ consciousness, and on the other hand, it means the mark of the beast. So I write about a false ascension matrix, and I just want to kind of give you some news, since you're not going to get it in the media, that's for sure. The old earth, as we speak, 3D earth, is actually being destroyed. It's crumbling. And yes, many people are watching it. Yes, there are a lot of things going on. White hats are taking black hats out. Thank God the SRA, satanic matrix of human sacrifice, child sacrifice is being uprooted and cleansed out. All that dead space miasma is going. Yes, there's wars between negative and positive alien forces happening. All that stuff's happening. Yeah, everybody has a job, and that's great. And if you want to enjoy the show, that's fine. However, many of us, everybody has a job. I don't know what your job is. It's not my point. But if you're listening to these words, hearing my voice, chances are you may be getting some of the same information and visions that I'm getting as one of the first waves of creators, Imagineers, star seeds that are building a new infinite earth. What we want to do now is follow that intuition. And many of us have gotten that for many, many years, to move out away from the weaponized cities and the bio weaponry that's now in many of our loved ones, of our human beings, of our brothers and sisters on this planet. But it's actually making it very difficult for us to be with them. And this is just part of the old separating from the new. Everyone has free will. Everyone's making choices, whether they're informed or not. I think there's a lot of information out there for those that want to seek it. And part of my job, and probably your job, has been to be a truth sayer, to be a way shower, a truth speaker, to let people become informed. And I spent, at risk to my health and my physical, mental, and emotional well-being, a great deal of the past 2 years doing that, as many of you have. Now, I'm feeling called, as many of you, to perhaps separate from the herd, move out of the densely populated areas to what I believe are sacred vortices, portals into the higher dimensions, already on the 5D earth, which is here now, and begin creating, building, communities. But these are independent, self-sufficient communities that come from the inside out. It's an inside job. Many of you starseeds are which I keep kind of contact with too, many are very ill right now, are being attacked energetically and technologically with AI, black magic technology, rooted through your devices, rooted through the 5G network, 5G beam steering, or even coming off of other people who've been injected with bioweaponry. So that, I will say, one of my chapters in my book is how I learned to love the dark side, because that is coming from the dark side, because they know who you are, they know your power, they know your worth, they know your future, perhaps even if you don't. But I always say, use the dark side, use it, because what it's doing is motivating you to extract yourself from the matrix, to get out there and to become a leader. And perhaps you may have to go it alone until you realize you are all one. Perhaps it is a difficult and grievous time where you will be separating from loved ones, from old friends, old family, old places that are familiar, that are comfy, cozy. And it doesn't mean you'll say goodbye to them forever, but you're going before them to prepare a place. Think of it that way. For those who choose to go to the new infinite earth. So as I said before, 222 duality. In the world of duality, we are being offered a choice. Door number 1, door number 2. Number 1, organic ascension into a real infinite 5D and beyond new earth. Door number 2 is the world they are now herding us into. They are fabricating and weaving around us in their World Wide Web, which was started by DARPA, which I'm using right now to hear me, which is a stepping stone for us starseeds, us ascending infinite humans, until we can fully activate our divine technology. So that's fine. And if you're using it and you can put it down, that's one thing. If you're injecting it into your bloodstream so it becomes part of your DNA, part of the building blocks, so it actually begins to overtake your organic body, your organic technology, your cerebral cortex, then you can't put it down. I can put down this little cell phone anytime I want, and I will, and I'll turn it off after I finish this broadcast. I even played around with those 3D glasses once. I put it on. At first it was cool, wow, cool. And then all of a sudden I had this aversion, almost a panic attack, and I ripped it off. And I realized what I had was a parallel life memory of actually having my consciousness injected into a AI avatar and not being able to exit the matrix. So that is the other choice. That is what many people are being glamored, scammed, seduced into. The poison apple, as I call it. And I have everything apple. The poison apple, the weaponized technology that is being presented as ascension, technological ascension. Technology will heal you, will cure you, will upgrade your DNA. That's going to happen now. We can all come together in an interconnective way that we never have before. And all you have to do is look at our friend Meta in his metaverse that is governed by Saturn, with the symbols of Saturn all over, to know that it is a satanic web, prison matrix, that once your consciousness is uploaded into it, there is no escape. It is finite, unlike the infinite new earth, which we are creating. It might not have the bells and whistles on it that we are used to. Car going here. It might not have all the bells and whistles. It might seem just like wilderness, like a beautiful, clean, pristine oasis that you have to bring yourself up to one to be able to be on. You have to leave your baggage, as I say, at the door, and you have to merit being here by cleansing, detoxing yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, healing your past life and present life, early childhood traumas, and everything, ascending. to be able to maintain this frequency and live in it. And then you get to create everything anew. You get to use your divine creative sparkle from the infinite creator and create a new infinite earth. Whereas the other one is, pretty much passive consenting, just kind of falling asleep and letting this AI world build around you, buying the next iPhone with a biochip in it, then getting the technology closer and closer and closer and closer until you need to have it inside of you and have a retinal scan to access your bank accounts. To live in your smart cities, to run your cars. So in reality, the dark side is our best friend. They're helping us. They're pushing us. They're making us decide, are we going up or are we going down? And it's, the tough decision where you have to let go and take that leap of faith, because in order to continue in their finite system, you will have to become transhumanized. You will have to become an artificial life form. That's what AI is. Artificial intelligence. It's not the new God. It's not the new panacea. It's not the end all to end all. The Omega, Alpha and the Omega, the new Jerusalem, the old earth destroyed and the new one without an ocean. Be careful what you're buying into, the prophecies you're buying into, because that is a false ascension matrix. So, 2022, time to choose wisely. And you don't have to all of a sudden move out and become a survivalist, although I know many people are doing that. What you do need to do is start, the shadow has fallen over the sun, start making the wise decisions, moment to moment. Start with you. It's an inside job. Start cleaning yourself out. Healing the trauma that you've been carrying around in your emotional body, cleansing your physical body and upgrading it. Mentally observing and becoming mindful of the thoughts and beliefs in the future you are creating for yourself with every word, the powerful words of I am. What are you uttering? I am powerless. I am helpless. I am weak. I am confused. I am unable to do this. Or I am enough. I am powerful. I am infinite. It's an inside job and it's up to you. So moment to moment, you are choosing. In 2022, you are choosing door number 1 or door number 2. Christ consciousness or the mark of the beast with every movement you make. Are you giving over your body, sovereignty over your body, your temple, your mind, and your soul to fit into an old matrix, to maintain an old job, to travel in their finite systems, which are going to get smaller and smaller, and those boosters are going to become more and more frequent until they overrun you and they're replaced by microchips, in your hand and head, and avatar bodies in the metaverse. There's a whole dark shadow looming in the AI world. All right, so what's real is what's real. This is real. This is real. That ocean is real. Those mountains are alive. They're alive. There's spirits in those mountains. Deva spirits in the trees, in the grass. Kiki's just, loving this because she's organic. I'm organic. Actually, she has a chip in her head. But anyway, she's doing okay because you can overcome it. I will say, I know many people have asked, oh my God, I did it. What should I do? As you ascend in frequencies, the higher light, the true light, the living light of our sun and the alignments of the suns in the photonic belt, not the dark sun, the black sun, the Saturn sun, the satanic sun, the true sun with the rainbow frequencies. As they bathe, they will activate your DNA. They will push out all the artificial AI miasma, So, but you have to keep moving in the right direction, upward, onward, upward, onward, upward. And if you're being attacked, if you're ill, it's a sign that you need to find your place in the sun, your new position, foothold in the new infinite earth. And if you build it, they will come. You will find your true family, your true tribe. As you let go of those relationships, perhaps they're narcissistic, they're relationships that no longer fit you, as you let go of those family members. Many of you have been alone during Christmas, divided by this whole, drama of what's going on the planet. As you rise above that duality, you will begin to find and resonate at a higher level, and then draw to you those who resonate to that higher frequency. You will let go of that job, that community that was a toxic community, those relationships that were toxic, those, the whole system that you've had to get lower and lower and lower in order to fit in, limbo lower, in limbo. So you don't want to be in limbo. You want to start moving even ever so smallly, ever so slowly, step by step, footprint by footprint, in an inside job, making your movements towards the organic earth, not the AI earth. The AI earth is just a stepping stone. We'll still be bridging 4D into 5D. All right? Love you guys. It's gonna be great. Hang on. You've done very well, especially if you're still organic. Ciao for now.